Did you know that humans are getting shorter? What does bacon and eggs have to do with the CIA successfully overthrowing the government of Guatemala? Which country has a life expectancy of only 14 years old? Learn the stories behind these and so much more in my new book, Facts That Aren't True. Don't forget about my other book, Rational Answers to Stupid Questions. Link in the description. Did you guys see that the sun rose in the southeast in Ushuaia? And Witsit and Jeranism freaked out about it.
What's Ushuaia?
Yeah.
Ushuaia is the southernmost city in the world, some say.
Okay.
Yeah. So they freaked out, and
Well, it's devastating for flat Earth.
it is. Can you put that into a logical syllogism? How it's devastating for a flat Earth?
You can simply model the flat Earth, and you can show how in the southern hemisphere, as long as you're below the Tropic of Cancer, the sun is never in the southeast. But on a globe, that's exactly what you would expect.
Okay. Is that a logical syllogism?
No. You want me to get
Okay.
it?
Then
Why would a
you're
logical
wasting
syllogism... See, you
No,
dipshits do this thing where you try to find something that the other person can't do, as if that proves something.
It's already spiraling. Holy shit.
Planet Peterson. Does
The
science,
grift is over, troll boys. It's over. 24-hour sun.
Planet, relax, man. Just relax.
Are you going to answer my question? So, real simple. Does geometry, mathematics use logic?
You could say so.
No, they definitely do, because it uses something called the law of identity, the law of non-contradiction, and the law of excluded middle. So it definitely uses logic, right?
Yeah, okay. So something is only true if it can be expressed in a logical syllogism.
Let me finish.
Do they do this in a court of law? Your Honor, the defense didn't put anything into a logical syllogism, therefore throw this case out. This is the flailing you guys do in the face of overwhelming evidence. It's so funny how the grift is just over.
What's the evidence of?
Peterson, relax just for a second, man. Just chill. You might learn something, man.
Yeah.
Not from you idiots, no.
Okay.
And you might teach him. You might teach Indio too. So both of you guys be humble and maybe you can learn something.
Let me finish my statement. I was just going to point out, like, you want to pick and choose when you use logic, and then you straw man my position. My position is we can't reach a conclusion about any observation unless you can put it into some logical statement, right?
So you think that observing a phenomenon
Answer my question,
I am answering.
Answer my
wow, dude, why don't you calm down? You might learn something.
No, because you came in like a douche nozzle. Okay, I'm going to just mute you. You came in like a douche nozzle. I asked you a simple question. I asked you a simple question. You know, you're a little bitch. Why don't you stream this on fucking TikTok, dude?
I am.
Oh, you are? Good. Okay, little
bitch.
Now answer my question.
I was answering your question, and you threw a fit.
What was my question, then? Say it back to me.
I'm a dumbass, and I don't know anything.
I didn't answer your question, didn't even hear, dude.
You were trying to say that because we use math logic and science use logic, you have to be able to put it into a logical syllogism, which is false. Anybody can make an observed...
That's not what I said. Yeah, but you can't reach a conclusion from an observation unless you can put it into some logical thing, dude. So if I make an observation, I just use it as an example. I saw a little flame and water boiled. How do I reach the conclusion that the flame caused the boiling? Unless somehow I can put it into some sort of logical statement. Because the observation alone, that's just descriptive. It's not explanatory. See, you don't know how to think. That's the problem. You're a basic fucking Billy, dude. You're a basic Billy with a 110 IQ, if that. I just gave you credit. I made you a little bit above average.
Wow, you're so triggered right now. It's actually really
cool. You're a little bitch, dude, because you are triggered, because you can't put it in the form of logical syllogism.
I know you are, but what am I argument? Just so you know, I said you're triggered, and you said, no, you're triggered. I know you are, but what am I? You're mentally about 7.
You came in hot, did you not?
I came in and said, did you see how they observed the sunrise in the southeast?
Yeah, and then you decided you're going to talk about Jeranism and Witsit like a gossiping bitch. Yeah, that's right. So, well, you're a gossiping bitch. I want to talk about Jeranism.
Hey, if you're going to make that claim, can you put it into a logical syllogism? Otherwise, it's not true.
Yeah. It is true.
Go ahead. I'm waiting for the logical syllogism.
You said Jeranism observed the sun in the southeast, and that they. How did you describe their emotional state?
They were panicking.
Oh, now they're panicking. I don't think that's the word to use. They're panicking. How did you discern their emotional state?
It's very easy. You can tell in the
How did you discern their emotional state?
Why is it that when I started to answer the question, you repeated the question?
Because you're not answering the question. You're answering some other question I didn't ask.
Because you're screaming and name-calling, I can tell that you are triggered. It's very easy to do. Humans are pretty good, except for the autistic ones, maybe like you, at understanding emotions in other people. And when you watch a video of Jeranism and Austin being, what? When they saw the sun rising in the southeast, they were freaking out. It's pretty
freaking
basic.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just found their emotional state through a video.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Okay, actually, it is hard to do because if you actually follow the science psychology, it actually is hard to do to discern other people's emotional states just by looking at them. Okay, people get it wrong all the time. So, thank you very much, Mystic Meg, for saying that you can actually predict people's emotional states. You can't. You're just a gossiping bitch. Okay,
I wasn't predicting it. I was reacting to it and diagnosing it.
Yeah, no.
Maybe you should learn how to English.
You're projecting what you want it to be. That's what you're doing. You're projecting actually your own emotional state. What you hope their reaction will be. Oh, I want them to be upset.
I want them to be.
And what? You interpreted their emotions through what? Clairvoyance?
So you're saying that people do not have the ability.
Maybe they were like surprised, or maybe they were feigning surprise. Why does this matter?
Did you shake a magic 8 ball?
Because it's funny.
This is the scientist that thinks he can fucking read people's minds, dude. He's a mind reader.
Can you guys calm your girl here? She's PMSing all over the place.
No, you're a joke, dude. Now you're talking about me. The same thing you guys always do. Can't talk about
I'm not talking about you, and you can't prove that I wasn't talking about you unless you can put it into
let's go back to how the sun rising in the sets destroys flat Earth. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, I'd rather talk about that. Yeah. So I want that. So how do we get from, hey, I saw a 24-hour sun, therefore the Earth can't be flat. So how do we get to there? Therefore, right? So your premise is, I saw a 24-hour sun. What's premise to therefore the Earth can't be flat?
Well, I was first talking about the sun rising in the southeast.
Yeah, okay, then use that. It doesn't matter. Sunrise in southeast, therefore the Earth can't be flat. What's premise to?
Yeah, the what's premise to? So you're asking for the syllogism?
Yeah, logical syllogisms have two premises to reach a conclusion.
Sure, so we could do something like if the Earth is flat, then the sun would always rise in the northeast. If you are in the southern hemisphere, if you're in Ushuaia.
You have to demonstrate that premise is true. So how do you demonstrate that?
You go out and you make the observation, and the observation was failed.
How do you demonstrate that if the Earth was flat, the sun wouldn't rise in the southeast?
Because if the Earth is flat, we can map, we would know where the sun is in relation to other locations. It does not go any farther south than the Tropic of Cancer.
That's a cool story, but there's no such thing as the Tropic of Cancer.
I agree that it's an imaginary line, like the equator is an imaginary line, but it really is a geographical ring around our planet. Whether you think it's a globe or whether you think it's flat.
Okay,
there you go. So no,